This week, we took a look inside the largest surveying center in Wyoming.
Attended a 1920s style speakeasy.
And spoke to students about their spring break plans. Well, welcome back to WYSAC, where we bring you the latest on campus and statewide news. I'm Dylan Pierce.
And I'm Carolina Boelter. One of the largest surveying and analysis centers in the state is located right here at the University of Wyoming.
With employment opportunities for students available, our Eric Vigil took a look behind the scenes at WYSAC and spoke to researchers about the importance of this organization.
Inside this University of Wyoming office annex, UW students, Laramie high schoolers, and others are either hopping on the phone to make cold calls or stuffing envelopes. The organization behind this is the Wyoming Survey and Analysis Center.
WYSAC is a lot more than a university call center. It is the premier source for tons of important information, such as Wyoming election polling to substance use research, and their current project is evaluating the gambling habits of Wyomingites.
So this is the second phase of a large-scale mailing operation on a Wyoming gaming and gambling survey that we've been hired to do.
5,500 letters will be sent across the state of Wyoming, making this one of the first statewide evaluations of gaming habits of Wyomingites. Doing important research like this is just another day here at WYSAC.
I think one of the more exciting surveys that we do is every 2 years we do the Wyoming election survey. We head up all of the harvest surveys in the state, and so if you are a hunter in the state of Wyoming, you have probably seen my name associated with emails and postcards and even text messages this last year.
If you were a teenager here in Wyoming and took a survey asking you if you drank alcohol, smoked weed, or used other substances in the past 30 days, that was probably a WYSAC survey.
Because we're researchers, we kind of become the experts, right? So we do a lot of work helping communities understand how to do prevention science, how to do research themselves, how to, maybe assess the needs of what's going on in their communities.
The amount of research that comes out of this office is just far too much to fit into one story, and it's not even limited to just Wyoming.
And we do work all over the country. Like we are in Alabama, Arkansas, Oregon, Wyoming, all three, you know what I mean? We haven't worked in every single state, but pretty close.
A good portion of WYSAC is made up of current UW students and alums.
I would say over half of the callers that we have, the interviewers that we have on our call center, are University of Wyoming students.
A lot of our university and high school students, they do homework while they work, or they get other stuff done because it's that kind of a pace that you can work at. I also have cited the studies that we've published and stuff in homework and papers and stuff that I've done for my classes. So I'd say it is pretty useful, yeah.
Here at the University of Wyoming, it seems like there's important work done in every corner of campus.
I feel like the world's a little better every day I go to work.
I'm Eric Vigil with WYOWire, and back to the studio.
The historic Ivinson Mansion recently stepped back in time for a 1920s-style speakeasy event that brought music, history, and community together. Organizers say the speakeasy is a fundraiser for the museum and a way to attract younger audiences to local history. Guests arrived dressed in vintage clothing and enjoyed live jazz from the local band Briney. The event also featured classic 1920s drinks served by Front Street Tavern, light snacks, card games from the era, and 2 dance performances by 2 dancers from Laramie Dance Center. Today, the mansion operates as a museum preserving Laramie's past, and events like this will help keep that history alive while bringing the community together.
Midterms have wrapped up, and now students are looking forward to spending time outside the lecture halls this spring break. WYOWire spoke with students about how their midterms are going and what plans they have to get out of this Wyoming wind for the week-long break.
I have 3 midterms, 1 tomorrow and then 2 due on Friday that are online.
I only had 2 midterms and they were both 2 or 3 weeks ago, so I'm kind of chilling right now.
No midterms. I had to submit some hours for my internship, but other than that, I'm all done.
I'm going to Hawaii. My plane leaves on Friday, so I'm super excited.
I'm going to Arizona, going to go get a tan on, hopefully get warm. I'm concerned about heat stroke, I guess, but
I'm just going home. I live in Gillette. about 4-ish hours away, so I'm just going back home to spend time with my family.
I'm just going to be going home and catching up on all the work that my professors also assigned me over spring break.
I am going to just kind of rest and enjoy the sun. It's supposed to be like kind of nice during the week.
I'm going home too, back to Gillette, hopefully hanging out with friends, catching up on some sleep.
I am moving into a new house over spring break in Casper, Wyoming, and it's supposed to be really nice there. It's supposed to be like 75, so I'm super excited.
Have a fun and safe spring break.
Now to Carolina with next week's weather.
Hey everyone, here's your weather outlook for spring break here in Laramie. It's looking pretty typical for mid-March in terms of wind. Daytime highs will mostly stay in the low to mid-40s with a couple days possibly warming up closer to the upper 40s if we get some more sunshine. Overnight lows will remain cold, generally dropping into the upper teens and low 20s, so mornings will feel chilly. That's your weather overview for next week. Stay warm out there and have a great spring break. Now let's move on to more sports with Morgan Moore.
How are we doing, Pokes fans? You already know what time it is. I am Morgan Moore, and this is More Sports with Morgan Moore. Now let's talk about some UW basketball. Our Cowboys are now 9-11 after playing San Jose this past Saturday. They're now playing in the Mountain West tournament, so go show some love to our Cowboys. For our Cowgirls, they are now 7-13 after playing Air Force in the Mountain West tournament, and unfortunately, their season has come to an end. Thank you to all of our seniors this season, and great job to our Cowgirls. We will see y'all next season. Now it's time for WYOWire's top 3 plays of the week. At our number 3 spot, we have Bennett, who throws it down low to Saudi, who fights off 3 defenders for a tough layup. At number 2, we have Sandvik with a long pass to Peterson with the clutch 3. And for our number 1 spot, we have Gores with a wide open lane and takes it down low for an absolute slam dunk. And that's our top 3 plays. We will see you guys after break.
And that's a wrap.
Keep your friends up to date on all things UW by liking and sharing this post.
Don't forget to give a follow if you haven't already, because we'll have more news after spring break you wouldn't want to miss. And remember, go Pokes.